Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Chelsea, and I am a technical sales engineer here at Vias 3D. Today's webinar focuses on the Honda Supplier program, and it is designed to help you understand Honda's transition to 3D Experience platform and how to start preparing for it. Over the next 45 minutes, I'll walk you through the migration roadmap, including tools, licensing timeline, and collaboration workflows. So let's get started. To kick things off, I want to show you a quick video of our 3DS electrical cart developed entirely using out-of-the-box 3D Experience solution. Now, you might be thinking that looks advanced, is it realistic? So actually, it's opposite of unrealistic. This is exactly where the industry is heading, where large OEMs like Honda are already going. Out-of-the-box digital platform like 3D Experience are no longer just for startups or early-stage concept development. Today, companies like Honda are adapting platforms like 3D Experience to streamline product development, accelerate time to market, and enable seamless collaboration across internal teams and external partners. The 3D Experience platform will be a central part of how Honda and its suppliers design, develop, and deliver the next generation of vehicles. Next, let's take a look at what we will be covering in today's webinar. So in today's session, we'll start by helping you understand the key terminology Honda uses and walk you through the supplier transition roadmap, including important tools, licensing details, and timelines. We'll show you how 3D Experience enhances collaboration and innovation in a way that aligns seamlessly with Honda's goals. You'll also see real-world example and practical workflow videos and case studies. To help you understand the best decision for your company, we'll compare cloud and on-premise option so you can determine which solution fits your needs the best. Additionally, we'll cover important updates to data formats and collaboration process within Honda's ecosystem and provide you with a practical checklist to help keep your team aligned and program ready. And finally, we'll highlight how other major OEMs are successfully leveraging 3D Experience and wrap up with a Q&A session where you can get answers to your specific questions. So now that we've covered all the objectives, let's begin by exploring the key terminology Honda uses to help you better understand the transition. So first, we're going to start off with DPM, which stands for Data Proto Model. So it refers to Honda's collaborative engineering process for model-based design and drawing creation. So next, we'll talk about Honda's cloud environment. And this is dedicated collaborative space where supplier users can securely access Honda's on-premise 3D Experience platform. Within this environment, CATIA application runs on hosted virtual desktop infrastructure, otherwise known as VDI clients, enabling you to work remotely with the same tool Honda uses. And importantly, this is not a public cloud environment. It's a controlled on-premise solution designed specifically for secure and efficient supplier collaboration. So now we can talk about the layout creation. This process involves 3D mechanical modeling, where we check for space constraints and potential collisions with surrounding parts. Honda uses the CATIA Mechanical and Shape Designer application within the 3D Experience platform to perform this critical task. Next, let's talk about the drawing creation. This is about adding detailed 3D master definitions to the model using CATIA M3D tools. Honda ensures designs are fully defined and ready for manufacturing. And finally, when you hear the term V6, that's simply Honda's shorthand for Dassault Systèmes 3D Experience platform. So keeping these terms in mind, it will be very helpful as we move forward to explore how Honda and its suppliers will work together using the 3D Experience platform. On this slide, we're highlighting a critical shift in how suppliers will collaborate with Honda going forward. As Honda expands its use of 3D Experience platform, it's bringing the entire supplier network into a unified, fully digital ecosystem. This transformation goes far beyond a simple software update. It represents a fundamental change in how you all work together, from sharing data to reviewing models and building deliverables. Suppliers will now engage directly within Honda's digital collaboration environment, or DCE, using new processes and tools designed to enable seamless, traceable collaboration. So as you can see in the timeline below, Honda's journey started back in 1998 with CATIA V5, progressed through PLM integration and simulation, moved to full adaptation of 3D Experience platform at the Live Creation Center in 2019, and it is now expanding platform usage across vehicle development. So the goal is clear: align, prepare, and succeed in the new collaboration model. So this session will guide you through the why, the how, and what you need to do to maintain a strong partnership with Honda. So unlocking new levels of efficiency and innovation. So next, let's look at the transition timeline. So Honda launched its Supplier Digital Collaboration Program in 2023, centered around adapting the 3D Experience platform and the 3D XML data format. This transition is being rolled out in a structured, phased approach, supported by workshops and formal contract design to help suppliers prepare. A key requirement is that all readiness workshops must be completed prior to implementation. So originally, a major supplier meeting was scheduled for January 2024, but it was postponed to June to give suppliers more time to align. At that June meeting, Honda provided detailed explanation about the program, including system usage timelines, data transfer process, and available licensing options. So if you look at the timeline shown at the bottom of this slide, you'll see the key milestones. The announcement of the program in 2023, the supplier meeting in June 2024, and the expectation that all suppliers will be fully aligned by 2025. The goal of this transition is to support model-based design, ensure traceability, and enable real-time collaboration across Honda's supply chain. While Honda began communicating the strategy earlier, many suppliers are still in the early stages of the transition. So if you're just starting now, you're not alone, but the message here is very clear that now is the time to act. Suppliers are expected to align their system, obtain a necessary license, and update internal processes to match this model. Honda will be inviting suppliers into 3D Experience environment, a secure, shared digital space for collaboration and information sharing. Ultimately, this is more than a platform change. It's a shift on how Honda plans to work with its supply partners, with more integration, better communication, and streamlined digital collaboration. So you've probably heard a lot about it by now, but you might still be wondering, what is 3D Experience? We can break that down together. So to start off, it's a business and innovative platform. It's not just the software. 3D Experience is a full ecosystem that brings your people, your data, and your tools into one connected space. It's designed to help teams work smarter, move faster, and innovate together from concept to delivery. 3D Experience gives you a real-time holistic view. This platform provides a 360-degree snapshot of what's happening across your business in real time. That means better decision, faster problem solving, and clear alignment between teams, project, and goal. It's your single source of truth. No more chasing down the latest file or wondering who has the right version. With 3D Experience, everyone from engineering to manufacturing to leadership works from the same up-to-date data. One system, one version, no disconnected data or disconnected information. You're guaranteed to open the latest version every time. The platform powers real innovation. Innovation doesn't happen in isolation. 3D Experience gives teams the tool to brainstorm, refine, and bring ideas to life, all in one place. Whether you're developing a product, a process, or a new experience, it's designed to turn ideas into impact. Next, it connects the virtual and physical world. Before anything is built, it's tested virtually. The platform lets you simulate, validate, and optimize design long before production, saving time, reducing cost, and improving sustainability. It's like a digital rehearsal for everything. Finally, it scales with you. So whether you're a small business or a global enterprise, 3D Experience grows with you. From your first design to full-scale production and market delivery, it's flexible, powerful, and ready for whatever's next. So when we say 3D Experience, we're not just talking about another design tool. We're talking about a complete digital backbone for your entire product development process. It's how leading companies are working better, faster, and smarter. Before we dive into why Honda chose 3D Experience, let me introduce you to some of the key reasons that makes it such a powerful platform for modern product development. To start off, real-time collaboration. The platform enables real-time collaboration across internal teams, suppliers, and customers. With built-in tools like 3D Swim, everyone stays connected and aligned through the development process, no matter where they are. Next, centralized data. All your product data lives in one unified environment. This centralized approach eliminates data barrier, ensures version control, and keeps everyone working from the most up-to-date information, reducing confusion and costly rework. Anywhere, anytime access. Since 3D Experience is a cloud-based, it can be accessed from any internet-connected device. It makes it ideal for remote teams or organizations working across multiple locations, providing the flexibility needed in today's hybrid work environment. Integrated design ecosystem. Another key strength is its seamless integration with industry standard tools like SolidWorks and other Dassault Systems application. This gives teams access to a full suite of design, simulation, and manufacturing tools, all in one connected platform. And finally, strong security. The security is built in from the ground up. With enterprise-grade protection, your intellectual property and sensitive project data stay secure, giving you peace of mind while working in a collaborative digital space. So together, these capabilities make 3D Experience a smart, scalable, and secure platform that supports fast innovation, strong collaboration, and more efficient product development. So next, I'll walk you through how this platform aligns with Honda's vision. This decision goes beyond just adapting new technology. It represents a fundamental shift in how Honda designs, collaborates, and delivers vehicles. At the heart of this change is design excellence. The platform enables seamless design by integrating form, color, and material earlier in the process, leading it to a richer and more refined user experience. Seamless collaboration is another key benefit. Teams and suppliers work together in real time, minimizing errors, cutting delays, and reducing unnecessary handoffs throughout design and validation stage. By bringing all design and documentation into Honda's digital collaboration environment, with integrated 3D Experience tool, Honda ensures full traceability from concept to release. This supports model-based development and keeps a clear digital thread throughout the product lifecycle. A critical part of this transition is supplier alignment. Moving forward, suppliers must work within the same platform to qualify for future programs, ensuring everyone stays connected, informed, and moving forward together. To sum it up with Honda's own words, this transition supports our commitment to quality, innovation, and global collaboration. This statement truly captures the essence of this shift, laying the groundwork for a stronger, more collaborative future in vehicle development. Now, let's take a moment to see 3D Experience in action. This video highlights the core strength of the platform and shows how it supports seamless collaboration, efficient data management, and faster innovation. You'll get a real sense of how 3D Experience works and what it can offer you as a Honda supplier. It's designed to help you visualize the tools, workflows, and connected process that will soon become part of your everyday collaboration with Honda.
The automotive industry players are on a mission to deliver sustainable mobility that meets the increasing demand from regulators and consumers. To get on track, they need to break silos in a highly complex ecosystem of organizations from different horizons and unite everyone in a single environment. This can be achieved through an integrated platform with the virtual twin that optimizes automotive development, manufacturing, and logistics for attractive mobility experiences with zero emissions, more recyclable materials, and low end-to-end lifecycle footprint. Accelerate a more sustainable future for mobility now on the 3D Experience platform.
As you just saw, the 3D Experience platform brings everything together in one connected space, making collaboration more intuitive, communication more fluid, and development cycle more efficient. This is the kind of environment Honda is building and the one that you as a supplier will be part of. So now we're going to look at how 3D Experience is changing the way suppliers work. In previous years, most OEMs, including Honda, provided suppliers with access to a file transfer protocol, also known as FTP site. You would log in, download design data, and open it in your own system, usually using CATIA v5. That process worked well for its time, but with 3D Experience, things have evolved. So now, instead of traditional CAD part or CAD product files, Honda often exports data in 3D XML format. While you can open 3D XML files in CATIA v5, doing so may result in missing critical elements like metadata, design relationship, and revision history. That is why alignment is so important. Since Honda is now using 3D Experience as its main platform for design and data exchange, suppliers need to be connected to the same environment to ensure full data accuracy and seamless collaboration. Just to clarify, this doesn't mean CATIA v5 is no longer usable, but if you want the full visibility into the data and beyond just static files, you need to access it through the 3D Experience platform. That's why we're emphasizing the importance of connecting directly to Honda's 3D Experience environment, especially if you already received an invitation. So now, what does that mean for you as a supplier? You actually have some options depending on your IT setup and security requirements. First, if you're a smaller supplier with limited infrastructure or less strict compliance needs, the cloud version of 3D Experience might be a greater fit. If you're a large company or have strict internal security policies, an on-premise setup might make more sense. The key message here is that you're not locked into one single method. We, Bias 3D, will collaborate with your teams to select a connection model that fits your situation, while ensuring you stay fully integrated with Honda's 3D Experience environment. So as mentioned earlier, you're not locked into a single method. Will help you find the best fit for your company. One of the key decisions you'll face is choosing between on-cloud and on-premise options. So each designed to meet different business needs. The right choice depends on your organization's infrastructure, regulatory and requirement, and data governance policies, and how your team is distributed. If your company values rapid deployment, minimal IT overhead, and needs a global accessibility, the cloud option would be ideal. If full control over your system and data is essential, especially in a highly regulated environment, the on-premise setup might be the better fit. But now, let me review this chart to compare on-cloud and on-premise across key features. So first, hosting. With the cloud model, Dassault System hosts and manage the infrastructure, so you don't need to maintain your own server. This can simplify IT management and reduce hardware costs. In contrast, on-premise deployment means hosting everything on your company's internal servers, giving you full control over the environment and data, along with the responsibility to manage it. Next is maintenance. Cloud maintenance is managed by Dassault, including updates, backup, and system health, allowing your team to focus on other priorities. With on-premise, your internal IT team handles maintenance, patching, and monitoring. This approach allows for customization but requires more internal resources. Deployment speed. Cloud deployment can be up and running within days since there is no hardware to set up. On-premise deployment typically takes longer, weeks or months, due to server installation, configuration, and testing. For updates, cloud updates are delivered automatically and generally without downtimes or user intervention. On-premise updates need to be planned, tested, and sometimes involved downtime, especially if custom integrations are in place. Scalability. Cloud platforms can quickly scale to add users, storage, or services as your needs grow. With on-premise, scaling requires additional hardware IT effort, which may involve more time and budget considerations. Data control. In the cloud, data is stored securely in ISO-certified data center, meeting host security standards. However, organizations with strict regulatory requirements might prefer direct control. On-premise offers full control over data location and management, which can be important for compliance. And lastly, remote access. Cloud deployments are accessible from any internet-connected device, making them well-suited for global or hybrid teams. On-premise systems generally require VPN or remote access solution to enable access outside internal network. But we know this decision isn't always simple, so that's where Bias 3D comes in. We work closely with your closely with your teams to assess which option is better for you. And not just recommend, but also support the implementation of the deployment model that's best suited to your organization. To fully understand how Honda and its suppliers collaborate using 3D Experience, it is important to recognize that the process is more complex than a simple one-to-one platform rollout. Honda is positioned centrally, coordinating with multiple suppliers who must align with Honda's lead on 3D Experience usage. However, Honda doesn't simply direct suppliers to follow one path. Instead, Honda connects with various suppliers using different collaboration methods and data formats, depending on their capabilities and roles. Suppliers receive and exchange data in different formats, which they then integrate into their own 3D Experience tenant environments. This approach allows suppliers to bring their design and manufacturing data back into Honda's environment for modification and review. Some suppliers collaborate directly within Honda's 3D Experience digital collaboration environment, while others continues exchanging data via traditional methods. For example, some Tier 4 suppliers might still send blueprints or other legacy documents. This complexity reflects the reality of Honda's implementation of 3D Experience. It's not simply about handing over a single platform to suppliers, but about managing multiple ways of working together seamlessly. It's important to note that Honda's approach aligns with industry trends. Many other OEMs are adapting similar hybrid collaboration models. Currently, Honda uses 3D XML and the digital collaboration environment as a standard for model exchange, validation, and collaboration. This requires suppliers to update their workflow accordingly. The collaboration process is shifting away from traditional file-based handoff that used neutral formats like STEP or PDF. Now all exchange revolves around 3D XML format, which is optimized for 3D Experience. This format preserves geometry, product structure, and metadata, and it supports fast data transfer. Suppliers operate in hybrid model. They can still create design in their own system, but all validation, layout checkout, 3D master drawing creation, and issue management must occur within Honda's DCE. This means suppliers work directly inside Honda's platform, moving beyond static file deliveries. This approach ensures full traceability, speed up approval cycle, and avoids version mismatches. To summarize the key points, 3D XML replaces STEP or PDF as a standard format, preserving all key data efficiently. Suppliers work directly inside Honda's DCE to upload, validate, and annotate models. Design begins in supplier system but is finalized and managed within Honda's 3D Experience platform. Suppliers have secure, role-based access to Honda's virtual twin to collaborate directly. File exchange is just one step in a live, connected digital workflow, not a standalone handoff. We've discussed the file types used in the 3D Experience platform. Now let's review what Honda has used historically and how that's changed. This diagram shows Honda's transition in sharing product data with suppliers. Previously, Honda used a legacy system delivering files in the HPDFDWG format, a bundle combining STEP XML for part configuration, JT files for 3D geometry, XML and TIFF for 2D drawings. This package worked like a zip archive, but involved multiple disconnected files, making version control and data alignment challenging. Now, Honda is moving to unified data exchange based on the 3D XML format. So 3D XML includes 3D geometry, product structure, annotation, and metadata into a single file, designed to work natively in 3D Experience platform. Suppliers will receive one comprehensive 3D XML file, enabling smoother collaboration, layout checks, and design management. The key point for suppliers, Honda will only send 3D XML files moving forward. You can import 3D XML files into CATIA v5 for visualization, but detailed data like tolerance annotation won't be fully accessible. Linked documents are best accessed within the 3D Experience environment. So therefore, connecting to Honda's 3D Experience platform is recommended for full data access and proper collaboration. This shift simplifies the data handling, reduces errors, and improves collaboration with Honda's digital ecosystem. Many OEMs are adopting 3D Experience as industry standards. So whether you work with Honda or other manufacturers, this platform is becoming essential. Now, I want to show you a short video that demonstrates what it looks like when you're working with 3D XML files. So this will give you a clear picture of how the files behave and how collaborations happen within the 3D experience environment.
Now, thanks to CATIA 3D Experience, you can completely define a part with tolerances and annotations directly in 3D, making the definition more accurate and accelerating the development process. In this demo, you'll see how to make dimensional definitions of the lower fork support from a motorcycle. The part definition is already in progress. On the right side of the screen, you can see some 3D captures. Now you can create a cutting view directly in 3D. In order to create a cross-section view, you need to sketch the lines to define the cut. Please note that for this function, you use the standard sketcher functions. When you finish drawing lines, you can exit from the sketcher. Now you can confirm that the cutting view capture appears on the right side in the list, and you can activate it. In order to make sure that you can create consistent and pertinent definitions, you can use the Semantic Tolerancing Advisor. When you select a surface of the geometry, the advisor proposes the options corresponding to the context of the selection. On the cylinder surface, for example, if you would like to create a diameter, the advisor proposes some options like tolerances and callouts. On the planar surface, you can create a datum as a reference for consequent dimensions to follow. Between those two selected planar surfaces, the advisor recognizes that they are parallels and proposes a distance dimension so you can specify tolerances. Now you would want to select the parallelism specification as datum D. You select the parallelism and specify the tolerance to complete. Now you can continue in this manner, helped by the advisor, to create the rest of the dimensional definitions. Now you can continue to complete the definition tasks. Specifically, select the capture to be completed, activate it, and continue defining tolerances. Many companies are still suffering from errors and delays because 2D inherently has limitations on what can be shown. With the old way of traditional drafting, you had to make projections of a 3D model in 2D views, and the task of dimensional definitions had to wait until this projection process was completed. The risk was, this creates a non-consistent definition of a product which could generate misunderstandings and errors in downstream processes. After defining dimensions, you can create an isometric capture which includes all dimensions and tolerances to show all annotations at once. In order to do so, you can select each tolerance, datum, and others to show them in a capture. Sometimes it's necessary to print a part with a drafting appearance, which is called a blueprint. In order to create a blueprint, you can use a dedicated application called 2D Layout for 3D Design. This application proposes an arrangement of each capture created during the definition and tolerancing steps. With the help of this application, the arrangement looks like a drafting, as if it were drawn on a piece of paper with a designated title block. One key value of this application is that you have a direct access to multiple views of the annotated 3D part. As an option, you can print this out as a real drafting output if it's necessary. The last important reminder is 3D is a master. When annotations are modified, the blueprint is updated as well. To sum up, the 3D Master approach from CATIA 3D Experience offers a single full 3D definition of a product for manufacturing. You can create dimensions and tolerances on the geometry, respecting standards. The Tolerancing Advisor helps you create a consistent dimensioning of a product. And it's also possible to generate 2D drawings on demand based on the 3D definition.
As seen in the video, working with 3D XML files will be more streamlined and efficient, allowing you to collaborate directly within the 3D experience environment, maintaining data accuracy and speed up the entire design and validation process. Now, I'm going to show you a video that illustrates just how much vehicle development is driven by suppliers. It really underscores the vital role suppliers have and why smooth collaboration with OEMs like Honda is so important. So in this video, you can see how essential suppliers are to vehicle development and the importance of close collaboration with Honda. So now let's talk about one of the most visible benefit of adapting 3D experience, the significant reduction in design cycle time. So with this platform, Honda has streamlined processes that were previously manual, disconnected, or reliant on file-based exchanges. By providing real-time access to updated 3D models, issue tracking, and design validation all within a unified environment, teams spend less time on rework and more time on value-added activities. So as you can see, the time required to complete key design phase has been significantly reduced. This isn't just about working faster, it's about freeing up engineering bandwidth to focus on innovation, design quality, and more collaborative product development with suppliers like you. Now let's step back and look at the broader benefits of 3D experience. While the initial push to implement the platform comes from Honda's collaborative requirements, the value it drives extend far beyond that. As suppliers, you're being asked to diversify your product offering, expand your portfolio, and take on greater responsibility in the design and development process. This means managing innovative products and process, handling legacy management, and streamlining operations, all areas where 3D experience provides strong support. By managing all your product data within one unified platform, 3D Experience helps you handle version control, change tracking, and cross-team collaboration seamlessly. This frees up valuable time so you can focus on innovation, quality, and optimize your operations for a more efficient, streamlined workflow. No more isolated teams, no more lost data. Everything is connected from early design all the way to the final release, allowing you to operate with greater confidence. In today's competitive market, it's not just about building great products. It's about bringing them to market faster, with fewer errors, and with more responsiveness. That's how you win the race, and that's the additional value 3D Experience brings to you as a supplier working with Honda and other OEMs. So this image represents a complete product lifecycle as supported by a 3D Experience platform. Let's start with the outer ring. It shows each key stage from concept to maintenance, starting with invent, ideation and early concept development, build, manufacturing planning and execution, operate, real-world usage and perform monitoring, maintain, maintenance, repair and overhaul, service, after-sales support and service, simulate, virtual testing and validation, engineer, detailed engineering and optimization, design, product design and 3D modeling. Each of these phases flows seamlessly into the next, eliminating the needs for manual hands-off or disconnected tools. Now, around the side of the slide, you'll see Dassault Systems core brand that powers these stages within the platform. First, CATIA for design and 3D modeling, Simulia for simulation and testing, Delmia for manufacturing operations planning, Innovia for project lifecycle and data management. Each of these tools is natively integrated into 3D Experience platform, creating one connected environment. The power of 3D Experience lies in its ability to unite all critical disciplines, design, simulation, program management, and manufacturing into one collaborative system. Instead of jumping between different software or worrying about version mismatch and file compatibility, all your data lives in a single ecosystem. That means design data can immediately be used for simulation, product review, or manufacturing without the needs for export or translation. This approach reduces risk, saves time, and ensures everyone is working from latest validated version of the product. It's smoother, faster, and more connected way of working, empowering your teams to go from concept to production with greater confidence and less friction. So before we move to the final slide, I'd like to show you a video that sums up everything we discussed about 3D Experience, the benefits, how it works, and what it means to you as a supplier.
Innovation. It's more than a buzzword. It's how we create a better future. But even the most breakthrough ideas can get slowed down by internal processes, lack of collaboration, and data integrity issues. It's hard to innovate when it takes too long to bring new products to life. Today's businesses need to get to market faster with higher quality products if they want to stay ahead of the competition. Meet the 3D Experience Platform, an incredible toolbox with all the applications you need to design, simulate, and manufacture, well, anything. Here's James. He's a designer working on a next-gen e-bike. It's a complex project with a lot of parts that all have to seamlessly work together. With the 3D Experience Platform, James can share his design with Sarah, a simulation engineer, and Tom, the project manager. With the 3D Experience Platform, each user gets, based on their role, access to the applications they specifically need to move a project forward. So James can build the model, Sarah can run simulations, and Tom can make sure the project runs smoothly. Even manufacturers can be invited to collaborate on specific parts, protecting intellectual property. Every application on the platform shares the same data and seamlessly integrates with each other, so there's never an issue with compatibility or version control. Sarah can take James's design and simulate how they'll perform in real-world environments. When she's done, the project manager gets a notification of the changes. Project dashboards make understanding complex projects easy, ensuring everyone can follow the project's evolution and access all the data in one place. Tom has some questions about the design. Instead of sending an email, he can make annotations right in the design using the collaboration application. Other team members can easily and quickly respond, make comments, and update the design. It's like working right next to each other, even when the team is far apart. Tom also needs input from Jessie, another engineer who's working on the e-bike's braking system. Jessie's new to the team, so Tom assigns her a role. Collaboration on the 3D Experience Platform is a breeze. With built-in version control, team members can collaborate with a single, consistent source of data throughout the entire design process. Everything is stored in a secured cloud, ensuring that everyone will always be working on the latest version with zero data loss. And whether it's a team of 1, 2, or 100 people, 3D Experience scales and grows with each user's need. Plus, team members can work from any device, from anywhere in the world. Got a team member who needs help? We've got them covered with a dedicated support community of 3D Experience experts. Collaborate more, innovate faster, change the world. That's the 3D Experience Platform.
And lastly, this slide highlights how major automotive players are leveraging the 3D Experience Platform across key areas. So first, as an innovative collaborative platform, companies like Honda, Toyota, SAIC, Land Rover, and NIO have cut lead time by 30% and reduced design change requests by 40%. This demonstrates how 3D Experience enables more efficient and smoother collaboration throughout the entire value chain. Next, in vehicle electrification and new energy platform, brands like Tesla, BMW, Honda, and NIO have lowered warranty cost by 20%, showcasing the platform's role in improving quality and reliability in electric vehicle development. In the area of advanced driver assistance system, also known as ADAS, and autonomous driving, AD, manufacturers including Audi, Bosch, and PCA are seeing development cost reduction of 30%, reflecting how 3D Experience speeds up the complex integration of software and hardware required for advanced driver assistance system. And finally, 3D Experience supports the software open innovation, critical enabler for the new era of mobility where vehicles are increasingly defined by software and require an agile, collaborative development platform. Together, these examples highlight the widespread adaptation of 3D Experience and significant business benefit it delivers to leading OEMs and suppliers worldwide. So that concludes the content I've prepared for today's webinar. I hope you're leaving the presentation with a clear understanding of why Honda has made the move to 3D Experience and why it's crucial for you as a supplier to make that move as well. So by adopting this platform, you'll align closely with Honda's vision for seamless collaboration, faster design cycle, and higher quality outcomes. Embracing 3D experience will position you to better support Honda and stay competitive in an evolving automotive landscape. So now I will open the floor to any questions you may have.